Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here tonight for our special live event. My name is Pam Carey, and I'm your host for this event tonight. First of all, before we get into this event, I would like to thank all of the Shaklee ambassadors who shared their stories these past 2 days here on our Facebook event. All of these stories will stay in the Facebook group, and they'll be available for your sharing going forward. Tonight, we'll be answering 7 of the most common questions that are asked by people who are considering starting a side gig of their own. If you have other questions, please go ahead and type them into the chat box and we will answer them at the end of our call. So here we are, facing yet another set of challenges in life. Rising gas and food prices. I just put $100 in my gas tank today. Food prices are crazy high. Rising interest rates, continued supply chain issues. Many of us are starting to wonder, how are we going to do this? How are we going to pay for the things that we plan to do this summer? Some of us have left jobs. We don't work in the summer, or we're changing jobs for one reason or another. But how are we going to go forward in the coming months? What does the end of the year look like? What are holidays going to look like this year? Instead of thinking about cutting back and what you can't have, how about thinking about what you can have and what you can do to add some income to your bank account now so you can do the things that you want to do down the road? Often it's all about choices. And as you know, if you don't like your situation, you can change it. My father always said, you're one decision away from a completely different situation. So sit tight here tonight, listen to our panelists of Shaklee ambassadors who are going to share how they made a decision to change their life and start their side gig and how that turned out. So currently there are 3 top trends in business, and Shaklee is at the forefront of each of them. And it's sort of important for you to consider these now as you're looking at a side gig. The first one is e-commerce. For many of us, gone are the days of brick and mortar. We don't go out to shop in brick and mortar stores. Instead, we're into click and order. And we sit home and we click and order and click and order. E-commerce is a thing, and it's growing by leaps and bounds every year. Number 2 is a side gig. It sure makes good sense to have a second income nowadays. I believe that in order to be financially stable in the future, everybody needs to have more than one income. So side gigs are on trend. You could live your life how you want to live your life, doing what you want to do, with who you want to do, when you want to do it, and work from anywhere. Side gig makes perfect sense these days. Also, health and wellness, the greatest industry to be in my opinion. Now more than ever, people appreciate the value of their health. Recent struggles with the pandemic has helped people realize that immunity, gut health, health in general are household words. And so many people realize now that they can take simple steps to create better health. Shaklee is the only company with clinical proof that their products work. And in an industry filled with products with no proof, you want to trust yourself and partner with Shaklee because their products work. I always say the most expensive vitamin is the one that doesn't work. So we want to help you offer products that work, that change health for people, that change lives for people, that really move the needle on helping people feel better every day. So back to tonight, we've assembled a panel of Shaklee leaders, people who at one time were where you are right now. Some were there last year, some were there a few years ago, and some were there decades ago. We all remember the exact moment that we made the decision to join the Shaklee family and become a Shaklee ambassador. We all remember. I know I remember when I said yes. I said no first, a couple of times, and then I said yes. We've asked each of these ambassadors here tonight to answer a question that we think might be in the forefront of your mind as you consider joining us as a Shaklee ambassador and starting your own side gig. First, we have Justin. Justin is my friend from Indianapolis, Indiana. And Justin, I'd like you to answer this question. What were your biggest fears when you considered starting your own business?
At the time that I started, now almost 7 years ago, I was in my early 20s and I was trying to also strategize how I could convince people of my age to start focusing on their health early on, because that's always been a passion of mine. Another one of the things that crossed my mind was, another one of these companies, just because network marketing has continued to grow. And then the third thing, at that time, I was like, well, let me think about the cost associated with just starting a business, because before I knew much about Shaklee, when you think about starting a business, you're like, how much of an investment is this going to be? But as you sort of touched on, Pam, those are all things that sort of are setting you up to not succeed. So when you shift your mindset, and you can quickly see the community aspect of Shackley compared with the amazing products that you already touched on as well. So when you shift your mindset and you see the value that you're going to add to each person that you interact with, because again, you touched on people don't like to be sold to, but if you can share the value that they'll add to their life by a product that you know that works, it goes so far and is so powerful. So basically, when you shift your mindset and you realize this is an industry that is growing, will continue to grow, that's when the magic happens and you go from all of these hurdles to these just are all opportunities now.
That's right. That's exactly right. So fear not, right? That's what you say, Justin. Fear not. Put your fears aside and we'll help you. At Shackley, you may be in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And we ambassadors here walk alongside each other and we work in community together to help you reach your goals. And that's a really unique situation here at Shackley as well. Next, I'd like to call upon my friend Precious. Precious is a mom of 3 boys. She's been using Shackley products since she was in high school. And she's an amazingly impactful woman. I love her energy. She really gets it going for me. From Laurinburg, North Carolina, we welcome you tonight, Precious. And I'm wondering about this concern. What if somebody feels like they don't have enough money to start a business?
Oh, enough money. Okay. You got me there, Pam. Did a switch on me. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say I mean enough time to run a business. That was my error, Precious. Sorry. I hope we don't have enough time. Thank goodness.
That's okay. Time is money, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So great. When I thought about getting back and doing Shackley, because my family's been around Shackley for over 42 years, but I always knew that when it came to Shackley and using great products, you had to look at your time management. And one of the things that I've discovered is Shackley has such great training to actually help you balance your time. And so, yeah, we have a 24-hour childcare center. We have a youth center. We have rental properties that I have to manage for the family business. And I'm in several organizations, NAUW, our church and all. And people ask me, well, how do you have time to do Shackley? How do I not? So it's sort of like, no matter how busy you are, if you go to a great movie, are you watching a great Netflix series, what's the first thing you do? You tell everybody. So that's all I do. So I enjoy, and like right now, I'm drinking my Sustain Energy Boost. And so as I'm drinking it, I post it and people are like, what you drinking? So it's not like I take a whole lot of time to do it. I'm just living out loud and I'm loving it. So the more I use the products, the more I'm enjoying it. And I have a gap, can't keep a secret. So I'm just gonna tell the world, okay, don't tell me a secret. So I'm just gonna tell the world about it. And Shackley is totally the best thing that I deal with to tell everybody. One thing about it, people know that when your mom names you Precious and my maiden name is Worth, you can't like sketch around things because people are going to always remember you. So I do not attach my name to everything. Yeah, they did name the daycare Precious Care. So that's another story. But the thing is, when I say that I love Shackley and you should try Shackley, people know that if I say it, I believe it. And I can sell a little bit, but I don't ever attach myself to anything that I do not totally believe in. And I love Shackley and I love using this gap to tell the world about how much fun it is to do. And I get to hang out with you guys. What thought of life?
That's right, Precious. Moira and I used to say, you're going to meet Moira in a little bit, but we used to say, we don't have to go out and do Shackley. We just do Shackley when we go out. And you can roll it into, like you said, and just living your life out loud in front of people. And we are great networkers and great referrals for all the good things, restaurants, places to get cool shoes and fun jewelry and all that stuff. And why not recommend health products that will help put some money into your pocket. So I love it. Thank you so much, Precious. Next, I want to hear from my friend Liz, mom of 2 young kids from the suburbs of Chicago. She lives across town from me. And Liz, what do you say when people say, well, I just don't have enough money to get started? It must be expensive to start a business.
Yeah, I have definitely heard that before. And some side gigs do cost a lot. And I think that people are kind of jaded by that sometimes. And they think, oh, I have to keep an inventory and I have to pay thousands of dollars to be able to start this business. But Shaklee is totally different. Getting started is minimal. You're not forced into buying specific products. You buy what you want. You get started with the things that you want to help grow your business or that you want to keep your family healthy with. And then you go from there. And I like to tell people a lot, you just shift your spending. So instead of going to Target and buying laundry soap and dish soap and hand soap and protein powder and all the things, makeup, and all the things that you would buy at Target and giving Target money, you're now shopping from your own store. So you are able to help support yourself by buying from your own store instead of buying from a different store. And then sometimes people still think that's too much to kind of wrap their brains around, but we have bonuses that you can get either that day or the next day, depending on when the order goes through, like in your bank account right away. So that is a really great thing to think about. And even if you just share with 3 people, that could definitely cover the costs of your business kit. So a very easy way to think about that. And the business kit is really a lot of money, or a lot of bang for your buck. You get a water bottle, glass water bottle, you get 3 months of a website, you get samples, training. And right now you would also, if you signed up as an ambassador, you would get virtual conference for free. So a lot of us are going to regular conference next month, but you would get virtual conference for free. So just a lot of different ways to be saving money.
Thank you, Liz. Now sounds like the perfect time to get started. Stay tuned to the end of the call and we have a little more special deal for you. Really going to sweeten the pot when we have a special guest pop on for us. Okay, next let's hear from Megan. Megan's a mom of 3 from Houston, Texas. And after leaving her corporate job, she spent 8 years in the network marketing industry with skincare and cosmetic companies, plural. And she joined us just a little over 4 months ago. And she's really having some great success here at Shaklee. So Megan, since you're new and came from elsewhere, can you answer this question? What do you think makes Shaklee different from other network marketing companies?
Hey guys, yes, Pam, there are so many things that separate Shaklee from the other companies that I've been with. And yes, she said companies. And if some of you watching are with other companies, just know that it's okay. Like if you're not happy where you are, don't just drag it out. It's okay to look elsewhere. It's okay to find another opportunity because life's too short to not be happy, and life's too short to not be making the big bucks wherever you are. You need to just find where you align and find what fits. And sometimes companies change and you no longer align with them or their products or their mission or their values. And sometimes we change as people, as we grow confidence and different things. So it's okay to make changes. I know many of you are probably not at the same job you took out of college. You've changed jobs, and that's just what this is. It's changing jobs. So don't be afraid. But when I start thinking about what separates Shaklee from other companies, there are so many things. I could do a whole video just on that. But to be respectful of your time, I decided to break it down to two things that are really important to me, and things that I did not expect to get when I came over to Shaklee. And the first one is the corporate support. I've been with multiple companies, and I can promise you nobody at any of the corporate levels knew who I was. And I was earning free trips, and I was driving free cars, and I was, in the top 1% of the company at some of them. And corporate didn't know who I was. And I just thought that was normal. Like, that's just a normal thing. They're too busy. They don't have time for that. But when I came over to Shaklee, I had a one-on-one call about the compensation plan with someone from the corporate team because my upline knew that was important to me. And they friend requested me on Facebook, and I get Facebook messages saying, hey, how's it going? How's your month going? Is there anything we can do to support you? And I'm like, wait, what? Really? Like, you want to support me? And they do. And it's absolutely incredible. They comment on my post. The company does incredible giveaways to help you reach your goals every month. They don't have to do that. I've never been with a company that offers incentives at the end of the month to help everyone reach their goals. It's just mind blowing. And all the incentives and all the free stuff that you have the opportunity to earn. There's trips, and there's swag, and like this month there's like a bike, and or this quarter, like there's always something to earn. So I've found that a lot of people don't, working just for a paycheck, sometimes people get bored. I'll be honest, because a lot of people do this as a side hustle, but when there's other things to work towards, it keeps it exciting and it keeps it new and fresh. And it really helps motivate you. And they do weekly training calls, like weekly call. They put this together. They take their time and they do recognition and they do training. And they like, if I feel like if you fail in this business, it's because you didn't try, because all of the resources are there for you and corporate's there every step of the way. I feel like I'm a person at Shaklee, not just a number. Oh gosh, and I'm going like forever. Sorry. One more thing that I really wanted to touch on is the trips. So I've earned trips at other companies. At 2 other companies, I earned trips. And I will tell you, like, everyone always says, like, I earned this trip and, you know, all expenses paid. But what they don't tell you is that a lot of them, you actually have to pay for your own airfare and your transportation to and from the airport and things like that. Well, I will tell you that that is completely different here at Shaklee. They actually include the airfare too for you and your guest if you earn it for your guest as well. And there's multiple trips you can earn in a year. You don't have to be at the top of the company to earn them. I've been with the company, like she said, a little over 4 months, and I've already earned 1 trip, all expense paid for me and a guest, and I'm bringing my mama, and I'm so excited to be able to treat her to that. And then I'm also close to earning a 2nd trip to Cabo next year that I'm gonna take my husband on. And as like a stay-at-home mom now, I'm excited to be able to give that to him, all expenses paid, because he goes out and he works so hard, and it's my opportunity to like say, hey, let's take this trip together on me because I worked for it. And it's really cool that we get that opportunity to do that, and that you don't have to have been in this business forever to earn it. Because like I said, 4.5 months, I've earned 1, sealed the deal last month, and by the end of this month, I should have the next one. So I'm really excited about that. Trips are my love language. Travel is my love language, and Shaklee speaks to me. So I hope it speaks to you as well.
Megan. We're so proud of you, and you're going to be enjoying a car payment as well for the next 3 years. That's coming up as well. So lots of good things as she moves up in rank here at Shaklee. So as I always say, the water's warm, so jump on in. The sooner you get in, the sooner you can swim, right? So thank you so much, Megan. Welcome aboard. We welcome you with open arms. You're just a Shaklee baby, but lots is in store for you. Okay, next, let's hear from my good friend, Ashley, a mom of 4 young girls from Omaha, Nebraska. Ashley, you're on vacation now. Thank you for being with us tonight. How do you respond when people say, I'm just not a salesperson. I can't sell anything. I don't want to sell anything. What do you say?
I say, good, I'm not either.
That's right.
I really am not a salesperson. Actually, in college, I was a business major, and I refused to take any of the sales classes because I'm like, I'm not going into sales. I'm not selling things. And honestly, Shaklee is more about serving and educating people about wellness. And for me, Shaklee became a part of my life and my family's life. And then it's just natural, like Precious was saying, to live out loud. And so I just started living out loud. And of course, I'm going to share, like a few days ago, I shared a Target little kit that has all these bags in it. We were out on vacation, and of course, so I'm going to share. I'm not getting paid by Target to share that, but I will by Shaklee by sharing what is already impacting my family and my family's health. And to me, the more I learn about health and wellness, the more I want to know. And of course, the more I want to share with people. So it is not a sales job as much as it is educating, and it is serving other people. Just based upon my own experience, I'm able to share with other people, give them shortcuts along the way about how to improve their health, improve their family's lives through Shaklee products that have impacted, like I said, my family, my kids, my husband, and even my in-laws. My in-laws didn't know anything about Shaklee, but now they are some of the biggest supporters, and they my mother-in-law is all about the blood glucose. She was starting to see her blood sugars become irregular, and I shared her about the blood glucose supplement, and she started taking it and started seeing some improvement. And my father-in-law loves MindWorks because he can tell a big difference in his focus and his attention. And it's just sharing with people and being vulnerable and getting out there. And so it's not sales, it's sharing. And with this, people are consuming the products. So you're going to continue to be rewarded by continuing to share with them. And you're also impacting their lives. So that's why I love Shaklee, because it's not sales, it's learning and then sharing. That's really all it is.
That's absolutely right. And I love that. And I love that you're finding a home here with your family and friends. Oftentimes people think they're the hardest group of people to share with, but we love all of them and they love us too. And we're getting better health together. And that's always worth it, right? It's always worth it. So we want to have in any side gig, we want to have three things, I think: a top quality product, and Shaklee is, with clinical proof, as I said earlier, and a visionary leader for sure. And if you will soon join Shaklee, you'll meet and get to know Roger Barnett, an amazing CEO and owner of Shaklee. And then we want to have a consumable product. And so what Ashley was saying is that that consumable product helps people continue to place orders regularly, month after month, because they run out of vitamins and they're doing laundry and washing their dishes and they're continuing to work out and needing supplements, protein shakes and things like that. So the products continue to turn. As my son says, yes, it's the greatest way to make pillow money. Pillow money. What is pillow money? That's when your head's on the pillow and you wake up in the morning and there's money in your bank account. That is pillow money. So we get pillow money here at Shaklee, and that is awesome. So next, let's hear from Elena, my friend from Santa Fe, New Mexico, who's been in Shaklee for decades. Elena, how do you respond when people say, how could I be successful though? Like, I could never do what you do. Uh-oh. Can you unmute?
I didn't even realize I was muted. So
here you go.
So Pam, that's really a very common question. And you might be surprised at what I'm going to say, because many of us have asked that question ourselves. And what I've actually learned is that if you have a heart to love and serve and grow others and yourself, you could be at the right place at the right time for the right reasons to change landscapes. And so what we know is that our self-talk rules in our lives. So just like in any profession or any business or job that we might be in, there's a learning curve. And in Shaklee, we have strategies, we have processes, and we have an awesome community, as you can see here, that walk alongside you as you grow your business and you grow yourself. So because self-talk rules, our whole life is created by what we tell ourselves. So the power of your belief in what you do and the belief that your Shaklee partners and buddies are going to have is going to help you to level up your self-image as a business person, because we might not come in as a business person. So I guess the question that I would ask is, who is it that you want to become? If it's someone that you want to be confident, you want to be self-assured, you want to have impact in the world and in your community, you want to be an influence changer in the sphere that you impact, that's really what we're all about. And if you're willing to move out of comfort zones to become more, have a growth mindset, as many people have mentioned here, to grow professionally and personally, you will make that pillow money while you sleep, and we're here to help you.
That's excellent, Elena. And I want to point out that, as I said earlier, Elena's been in the business for decades. And I love that, because many network marketing companies come and go, and many are flashy and for the young and, fit. And in Shaklee, we're here for the whole term of life, all of it. And you'll never age out of your Shaklee business, and your Shaklee business will grow with you. And you can even pass it down to your kids and to your grandkids and generational wealth that some of us have had here as well. And it's really great to know that you can create a legacy for your family. So what you're doing now, you're not going to have to change jobs again, like Megan was talking about. We just need to stay with it because we all grow old gracefully. When we get together in Kansas City in a couple of weeks, you guys who haven't been here yet are going to see some amazing vitality. And that's what my new people always see there is that people in their 60s and their 70s and their 80s, and they're moving around in this convention center, and they're all walking by themselves. They don't have any assisted anything hardly, and it's vitality on steroids. So we're going to be excited to see you all in person. But before we wrap this up with our panel, I'd like to introduce you to Moira. Moira was my first ambassador some 22 years ago, and she has been my co-host for this Sneak Peek Facebook event, and we will continue to have these events every month. So if you like what you're seeing, come to the next one. It'll be in the second week of August. Stay tuned for that. You'll see information about it in our Facebook group. But Moira and I are besties, and we are enjoying living great lives together. And I have a question for you, Moira, as we wrap up tonight. What do you say when people ask, do I need to be online all the time, or do I need to be a pro at social media because I don't get it and I don't want to do reels and stuff? Do I have to do that to be successful in Shaklee?
Yeah, thank you. And thank you everybody for being here tonight. I was just sitting here listening to all of you and looking at all your smiling faces and thinking, reflecting back on the 22 years that I've been involved with this company, thanks to Pam, who met me at a local health club, and we became fast friends and have been on this mission to not only help ourselves and our families live healthier lives, but help others. And the fact that I didn't know any of you some years ago, and it's been a wonderful journey. And I think somebody mentioned a family. I mean, this is something that has, that, you know, I've learned so much over the time that I've been involved. I have changed. I've helped so many people, and, you know, being online and Facebook and all that, I mean, it has changed. I mean, Pam and I, when we started, we had like the bag phone, and we had like a notebook, and we would just take notes, and we'd write down your phone number, and we'd call you on the bag phone or on our house phone, God forbid, right?
Oh,
and
wow.
so things have changed now, but I'm very grateful. I mean, to answer your question, really, the simple question is, no, you don't have to, but I'm grateful for social media. I'm grateful for the way that we're able to connect with people, because many of you that are on this call and that are on our team and different teams, like, this is the way we've gotten connected. We've either met each other through social, or we found, you know, a long lost friend that we went to elementary school through Facebook. And so we have an opportunity to connect and to, you know, share on, you know, social and online and whatever type of, you know, TikTok, and I don't do that yet, but those type of things, we are able, it gives us a great, wonderful, free way to connect with other people. But as somebody mentioned earlier too, we also, you know, we're all learning and we help each other learn. And so if you're not comfortable with social and you prefer to pick up the phone or go meet somebody for coffee, you can do that. I mean, this is your business. And so the way you feel most comfortable sharing and connecting with other people is really what we encourage you to do, because it is your business. I mean, somebody said to me, like Elena's, you know, Elena's questions, I can't do what you do. Well, she's a hairdresser. I can't do what she does, but you know what she does is she loves the products. And when somebody is sitting in a chair and she's doing her hair, she shares about how great she's feeling by taking these vitamins and how her menopause symptoms are going down. I can't cut hair, but you know, she can share still and be an ambassador and share the, you know, these wonderful products that we have by doing what she's doing. So, you know, you don't have to, but even as many have said, we continue to learn as things evolve, as our company evolves, as you know, things evolved in the world, if you will. We get to learn, and we have the opportunity to do things maybe a little bit differently that might make, you know, make our job of sharing with others maybe a little bit simpler too.
Excellent. Great. Thanks, Moira. And thanks for saying yes. I remember the day. I remember the day. Okay, so thanks everybody, all you ambassadors, for your great answers tonight. And before we close this up, as I said, we have a special guest with us tonight who's going to share an amazing offer with you. Here tonight with us is our East and Central Director of Business Development, Robbie Carter, to tell you all about this special offer. Where are you, Robbie? Can I see you? Where are you?
Hey, I'm here. I'm somewhat dressed. I'm kidding. What's going on, Pam? Guys, honestly, I honestly am just, anytime I attend these like events, I get super pumped up. I get super excited because I hear all these great stories, and it just reminds you of why you're here and the excitement that is going on within the Shackley family and the excitement that's going on just in general in the wellness realm. And it made me think of, honestly, one of my favorite quotes, and I quote this over and over and over, and a lot of these guys know it, but it comes from Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. And he said that you miss every shot that you don't take. And I always, without doubt, I always think about how that is implied to my own life, because we let a lot of things get in our way. We let doubt get in our way way too much. And, we like to say, what if that doesn't work? Or I'm not sure if I can do that. Or I'm not Pam, she's so great. Or I'm not Moira. What if it doesn't work? All of these different things can get in our head, but ultimately, if we don't try, we're not going to score, right? And ultimately, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to take a shot on yourself tonight and to quit questioning yourself whether you can do this, because it's a lot easier than what you think to share something that you're passionate about and something that you love to do. And honestly, because we're so confident about what we're doing here at Shackley, we're helping people. And that's the beauty of this business. If you are a natural server and you love to help people, like, this is the perfect business for you to be in. And so we want you to talk to the person that invited you here to learn more about the business, to talk to them about how you felt, what questions you have, other things that you thought, but touch base with them. And like Pam mentioned earlier, to make this decision just a little bit easier, guys, we want you guys to get your business started today. And for that cherry on top, for Chris and I, we wanted to offer this to you guys exclusively today till Sunday night. So I think that is the 17th, right? Today to the 17th. Right. If you join, or if you upgrade with $150 order or more and get your ambassador kit, we're going to reimburse you $25 towards your ambassador kit. And we're also going to be giving you a free $50 product of your choice. If you join or upgrade with a $250 product or products and your kit, we're going to give you a $100 product of your choice plus the $25 reimbursement towards your kit. We don't do that often. Like, that is a huge cherry on top. So I want you guys to take advantage of that. I want you to get your business started. I want you to share that excitement, about what's going on right now, because there really is a ton of excitement that's going on. So take the time to invest in yourself. I know that you'll be happy that you did it. And honestly, just thank you guys for attending this amazing event and hearing from some of the best in the industry. So Pam, back to you.
Thank you so much, Robbie. And we will get with you. Will you post us a Google Sheet into the group where we can log in our new ambassadors, people who are joining the Shackley family between now and Sunday night that can take advantage of that amazing offer. So half price business kit. So instead of $50, it'd be $25, and then you get those extra products at the member price, $50 for a $150 order and $100 for a $250 order. So if you have questions on that, please let us know. But we are here to help you and want to welcome everybody in and get these people plugged in. They can also get the virtual conference registration for free, so they can join us virtually in Kansas City the weekend of August 4th to the 6th. So that's also two cherries on top from Robbie. Get you that $99 virtual registration comes free when you join between now and Sunday night. So that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Invite your friends to this awesome recording. It'll be in the group. And we hope this event has answered some of your most prominent questions as you consider joining us and starting your wellness business. And we'll stay on for a little bit afterwards in case anybody has anything else that we missed. So thank you so much, everybody, and have yourself a great night.